situation, and the market really dictates what's going to happen out there. They had this in place right about the time things went down due to the subprime mortgage market. Obviously, it had a major impact on our real estate, but the critical thing is here that we anticipate that there's going to be continued demand. But the other thing about it is because of this phasing, our phase one here is on 1 acre tracts. The other phases are community water and sewer related. So there's a tremendous amount of infrastructure that's going to need to be done in there as well. And although we have increased demand across the board for bare land, and our building demand has increased substantially, we probably are not going to be seeing people risk doing community water and sewer systems in the near term. And when I say near term, I would say the 2 to 3 year period. And that means that we want to really focus on phase one right now. There are 8 1 acre lots in there, and that going forward would help us establish what we could forecast in the coming years for the investment that it's going to take. So therefore, we'd like to obviously have 3 if we could. Yeah, so we love the planning department's recommendation.
So, Craig, then you applied for the 2 year, not knowing you could get a 3 year?
Absolutely, right, yeah.
Nice to see you again, by the way.
Well, thanks, Ray. Good to see you.
I didn't recognize you. You gained weight, grew a beard, lost some hair.
That's right, yeah.
Got new glasses too.
That's right. Hey, I've got to keep a low profile, incognito.
Yeah.
And as long as I'm up here, you know, in terms of this project, and JR, I'm sensitive what you're talking about on the phasing. The critical thing here is that we know that we've had about, give or take, 1,000 net increase in our population according to the U.S. Census Bureau for the last 15 years. And we're going to have people are going to more than likely continue to move into the valley, and we're going to have places for them to live, affordable. I was one of the privileged to have been appointed by this board a number of years ago to the initial open lands board, and one of our critical elements there were, if you are going to have high density housing, you ought to have it in areas that make sense. And this is an absolute ideal location because there is to the south of this a high density development that is, I believe, if not nearly sold out, I think completed, and I think it's all totally built out on, I believe those are half acre or give or take size lots. And then of course to the north it basically borders Florence for all practical purposes. And of course it's in the Highway 93 corridor. So it strikes me that it would be you know, kind of a no-brainer if in fact you're going to have development in the valley going forward.
Anything else? You brought it up, Greg, so I guess for everybody's edification, phase one is the area to the north of this little draw that goes up through, and that particular parcel is individual wells and septics.
Correct.
Whereas all of the other phases require public water and public sewer.
Correct.
Public sewer.
Public sewer.
Individual wells.
Yeah.
Individual wells. Okay, just for clarification of the board, the lots that are, the first phase would be the first request, basically, of this on your map is where the big white barn is.
Yeah.
From there straight back, and everything to the north down to the One Horse Creek Road on the north side. And all of the lots on the south side, the entire rest of the property has to have public sewer before it can be developed.
It has a community drain field.
Yeah.
So we're gonna lose the big white barn?
Yep.
Well, that's been here a long time.
I know.
It's on one lot though by itself, isn't it?
Yes. Yeah, it is.
You may
a
not lose
commercial.
it, but other houses could occur around it.
Yeah, it's going to be. I think
It's
we're going
falling
to lose
over.
it. Yeah, it's getting tough. Yeah, it's in pretty tough shape right now.
Yeah.
Yeah. In fact, I think my sign's gone off of it. Right, Ron?
You're not selling the barn anymore?
Well, we'd like to sell the barn. Yeah, we'll sell the barn. Sell the barn for antique lumber or whatever it's called. Reclaimed.
Distressed lumber.
Distressed, not unlike myself.
Yeah. You're semi-preserved, that's distressed.
Semi. We won't get into the details on that, though, J.R.
Anything else, Craig? Thanks, Craig.
Okay, thank you.